Hey guys, DT here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new episode of Clash Royale where we are going to be jumping into a retro challenge. So I am not going to tell you in the title of this video nor in the description whether or not I'm going to win or lose, and I'm just gonna have to see how many of you have the patience to stick around and watch this awesome challenge. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you my deck here. I am using a giant musketeer goblin barrel deck. This definitely brings me back home where I was using that deck all the time on my main account. This is my secondary account, so we are going to be checking this out, and the deck is definitely really dependable. I mean, who has not played Giant as their main heavy duty sort of a I suppose a rock solid, you know, pushing card, right? Because he's got so much health and his damage is unbelievable. So if you back him up properly, he is definitely beastly. Now right over here is where I'm wishing that I definitely had my my minions or minion horde, because I have the Bomber coming in and my opponent is dropping Raged Up double barrel, so I'm assuming that is definitely a mirror there because the clone did not exist this time last year. So we're gonna go ahead and push with the balloon, and obviously I'm going to be using my balloon because it is just such an awesome card, and I believe this is where I'm going to lose my tower because the barbarians and the bomber are going to do such an amazing job. But we got our tower in on the opponent's side because we had our balloon put in so much damage. And look at that pesky little bomber, guys. Geez, he can put in so much damage. And so I definitely wish that I had my minion horde or minions here, like I said, but it's okay. We're gonna finish this off anyway. And here we go, guys. 60 seconds left. It is time to go. We're gonna put in a cannon over there for support with the Valkyrie and push with the Giant. Now, when I was building this deck, I was kind of in between whether or not I wanted to have the cannon or whether I wanted to have the Inferno Tower, because back in the day Inferno Tower definitely was a way to go and I certainly wanted to use that. So look at this, guys, my balloon is coming in and we are so close. We're at 14 HP on my crown tower, but that balloon and the goblin barrel are just going to bring the victory home. So if you haven't tried the retro challenge, I highly recommend this deck. But now let's go ahead and jump into another. And I'm not showing you the first one here. First game I actually lost, and on the first one the only difference was that I swapped out the fireball with the zap, which made my deck a little bit lighter, and I feel like it is going to be a better decision in the long run. So we are going up against Mamatoji. TH, is it Taiwan, or is it, I don't know, what does TH stand for? I guess so many things it could be, right? Taiwan is definitely not TH. I'm babbling, guys. I'm home after work and I don't even know how my brain's operating. So here we go. The golem is coming in and backed up by the baby dragon. We're gonna fireball that situation and try to clear up the golem as much as we can before he gets to the tower. Now we miss one skeleton over on the left hand side where my Giant is putting in the damage on the left tower, and here we go. The golem pops, golemites come out, and here comes the mini P.E.K.K.A. We definitely want to stop that because mini P.E.K.K.A. can be quite deadly. We all know that. So we are doing quite well. We defended really nicely from the golem, and given that it was a pretty heavy push, we certainly stopped it quite honorably, I would say. So now we're kind of splitting our troops both ways, and my strategy here is to constantly have my Giant go up over on the left and wear that tower down. I know that my opponent is going to go with skeleton army, so I'm just going to try and have my Zep ready for whenever that happens. And here we go. We're gonna start building for the defense here with the golem. I'm gonna put my cannon in the middle as soon as the golem within the range. We're gonna lose that giant over on the left hand side right away because Inferno Tower. And now my archers to help out, zap to clear out the Skarmy there, because I don't want the Skarmy then to come in and I guess overwhelm the left hand side, because I didn't have my archers available to clear that up. And we're gonna drop the balloon as soon as the Inferno Tower is out, and I'm assuming that it is not going to be back in the rotation because this is an 8 card deck system, and the card goes back down to the bottom of the deck. And here we go, and I make a mistake. What a calculation mistake of the deck rotation, and lose my balloon. We're gonna put the archers over on the left hand side to help clear in the Skarmy, and as soon as the Skarmy is almost out, we're gonna put the giant and push forward. Now, as soon as we are there, we're gonna fireball this situation and help out the giant a little bit to get more hits in there. And we're gonna put the goblin barrel and zap the Inferno Tower. Here we go, Inferno Tower is out. Goblin barrel is putting in quite a bit of a damage. We are at 185, 109 HP, and all I gotta do now is have my balloon get just one hit or even just the explosion damage, and that tower is down. But we're actually finishing up with a fireball. So as I said, guys, really dependable deck. I actually played this deck for a while last year, so this definitely isn't just a retro, but also like a throwback Thursday or a flashback Friday, because by the time I post this video, it'll be Friday. So happy Friday, y'all! Hope you have really awesome plans for the weekends. If you do, let me know in comments below what you will be doing to be entertaining yourself. And also, guys, let me know what deck you were using in the retro challenge and whether or not you were able to win all the way through, all the way up, or if you just won certain prizes based on how far you were able to get into the game. Now, this is going to be a bit of a longer video, guys, but at the end, you must stick around because there will be an awesome thing at the end, which is your favorite, and I guarantee you don't want to miss the end of this video. So here we go, guys. We're gonna try and clear up the situation over on the right hand side because I slightly misplaced my cannon, and basically this means that we're gonna take some hits over on the right, which is fine. Goblin barrel coming in over on the left hand side gets zapped, and of course you guys remember back in the day, things are different now, right? Goblins used to also have an impact damage, right? And you could zap them and get them to basically nearly, well, I mean, after you zap them, they barely put in any damage because the tower can just clear them up quite nicely. So here we go, guys, pushing over on the left hand side with the giant. As you remember, we just have to back up the giant, and if I back up the giant with my archers, that is an awesome sauce. But even better, if I drop the balloon, that is really great. Now we're gonna lose that giant to minions here. We're gonna zap them, but zap is not going to stop the minions, and that is just kind of the throwback, right? So that's basically a total loss over on the left hand side, and a really great elixir trade from my opponent. JJXD16 did a great job there defending, so we're gonna bloom this situation up. As soon as I have enough elixir, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the balloon, and then after that immediately drop the goblin barrel. So while the tower is concentrating on the balloon, the goblin barrel is going to be putting in some damage in there, and it is working. Now we're gonna get rid of the minions there, and now just gonna defend from the knight and the archer. But overall, look at that, guys, only 86 HP left, super duper easy, and my opponent is coming in with a raged up balloon, which is bad news for us, but we got our musketeer here to support us, and we also had the cannon to pull the balloon in. So we definitely got this. I'm not even going to worry about it. 86 HP, we can finish this off with with a fireball or with a zap, but basically it is not really worth the worry. I am more concerned about my opponent trying to come back in with that raged up balloon, and that is exactly what he's doing here, also with minions and the knight. So we just have to hold off over here, and now the goblin barrel on the left hand side to finish off that 86 HP. And here we go, guys, 11 seconds left, holding this off. I'm assuming that you already see where this is going. This is definitely victory, and raging up the minions is just not really going to do anything over on the right hand side, as well as the knight, just a little bit too slow, and we're already too far into the game. So we are now how many wins in? We are 3 wins in, so let's go ahead and collect our loot. You get the silver, then gold chest, and then you get basically nothing for a while in between for the 2 wins, and then if you win you get the magical chest, I believe, or super magical, super magical. Don't quote me on that, we will find out in a second. I just simply cannot remember, guys. So here we go, going up against DM from GT Evil, and I am of course going to start off with my giant and then build up behind the giant. Now, if you guys are lower level players, you can actually use this deck, even though, you know, outside of the Retro Challenge, it is a pretty dependable deck. Now, as you get further out and further up, I feel like the giant becomes less and less seen in the arena. So, yeah, I definitely recommend it for anybody who is, I would say, between arenas 6 to arenas 9, definitely really good deck, but I feel like 10 and up, you rarely see the giant. So here we go, guys. The goblins are coming in. Archers are gonna take care of the of that situation, and then split and just go their separate ways. Put in at least 1 hit into the tower, and that is going to be that. So now I need to start saving up once again for the push. And also, guys, just really quickly, I'm also going to be doing a retro challenge on the main account, so do stick around for that, because this is my mini account, which would be really awesome if we could win some cards here that we don't yet have, because on the mini, this is my free-to-play account. On the main account, I actually have purchased special offers a few times, but this one is a free-to-play, so it would be really nice to get something that we don't already have, because grinding through getting cards that I need is really quite difficult on a free-to-play account at times. So a giant push over on the left hand side, starting off with the giant once again, and then a balloon coming in over on the right, archers and a cannon to pull the balloon in. We're gonna take care of that really nicely, zap the goblins there, and just move on, because that was totally nicely taken care of. So one thing here is that my opponent has his pesky wizard. Wizard is a really awesome card, so the way I can take care of it here is by fireballing wizard and then finishing off with the zap, because fireball alone does not take out the wizard. So it is in my best interest to rotate and finish the wizard with a fireball, because otherwise he would have definitely really quickly helped to take care of that cannon, and then we wouldn't have been able to defend as nicely against the balloon and the giant skeleton push. So archers and a musketeer, they're helping out with the push, and we're pushing over on the left. Once again, the giant is going to be going in rotation, but for now we just need to take care of the wizard, and we don't get our hit in with the balloon, but we're still backing it up over on the left, trying to hold off and still planning on the push as soon as my elixir is where it needs to be. So I just need to push with Goblin Barrel over here, and if my opponent is going to arrow them, which he or she does really nicely, I'm just gonna have to continue and try to push with the balloon, because otherwise basically whenever I drop my my Goblin Barrel, they get taken care of immediately with arrows. And the only thing that's also helping me out here big time is that fireball and zap to take care of the wizard, and continuing to try Goblin Barrel, but I'm pretty sure my opponent is totally on point with his arrows. And here we go, guys. The giant skeleton is such a pain in the butt, but we're able to defend really nicely. Musketeer on the defense to help out with the balloon. We're gonna zap it to try to decrease the damage from the balloon so it doesn't get close to the tower. Fireball once again on the wizard, and once again trying to go in with the Goblin Barrel. It is just such a grind, guys, and this is basically just me trying to wear down my opponent, because he's defending really nicely, but he's just not quite able to get down to my tower. And once he drops his giant skeleton, this is where I really need to push with the balloon, but he's got his minion horde and he's got his He's got his wizard, which is really great combination for the defense there. So we're gonna fireball because there is a lot going on here, and I slightly missed, but it's okay because we still defend quite nicely. So musketeer once again on defense because the balloon is coming, and the archer's a little bit further out, but they're still going to be able to help out with that stopping that balloon. And once again, goblin barrel. You see where this is going. This is going to be such a drag, guys. Fireball. And still trying and pushing, and I'm eventually gonna wear this tower down because I just have a faster and easier rotating deck. But this is going to be literally the longest game in the tournament that I have ever played, and I think by the end my opponent here was just like, you know what, whatever. He clears up all of my goblin barrels with the arrows so nicely, and I don't have an arrow bait deck, so it's quite, you know, difficult for me to have his arrows used up before the goblin barrel lands. But luckily over here, fireball is coming into rotation in a second, and this is going to be the end of it because we only had 20 seconds left when I finished this off, and basically this could have been a draw. What could possibly be worse than a draw in a tournament? Like, you just spent 4+ minutes grinding and got literally nothing out of it. But worry not, because we totally got this. So let's go ahead and move on to the next game and move forward towards getting our reward now. So win number 4, and here we go. We get some gold and extra slots for the cards. And now let's see who we're going up against. Angel of Death. And guys, also, that was super loud. Did you hear that motorcycle? It must have been like the giant Harley Davidson, which I don't like those. Anyway, what I was gonna say is that you guys, I'm sure you know that every time you're an attorney, you basically go up against people that are in a similar, I suppose, win rate in the tourney as you are. So it's supposed to get a bit more complicated as you progress the tourney. And here comes P.E.K.K.A. So we have to stop the P.E.K.K.A. and P.E.K.K.A. is backed up by a wizard. So we're gonna fireball the Wiz and help out with that push quite nicely. Really great defense. That was a scary push because P.E.K.K.A. with a wizard could have been a whole lot of trouble. So I'm going to take a few hits over on the left-hand side from that witch, but it's okay. Only 3 hits. We can totally deal with that. And even though my opponent is kind of on the upside here, I still have a bit of a comeback plan here. So I'm going to go with a balloon and then drop the goblin barrel once the tower is targeted towards the balloon, and we are gonna take that tower down. My opponent fireballs me but misses me, and here we go, guys. Tower goes down. We're going in for the 3 crowner, and here comes the P.E.K.K.A. We're gonna put the cannon and put archers onto the P.E.K.K.A. The P.E.K.K.A. does not go for the cannon, it goes for the archers, so we need to pull the P.E.K.K.A. in because otherwise that tower is going to totally melt. I put my musketeer there, and the balloon is coming. The tower comes down 1 for 1. What a great push from Angel Death. Now we gotta gather ourselves, because if he comes back again with the P.E.K.K.A., this is going to be a really difficult one to try and go up against, because P.E.K.K.A. is just extra powerful. A few hits and literally it's the game over. So we're gonna try and push our way in there. We're gonna go ahead and put a goblin barrel over on a crown tower, king tower, and then support the giant with the musketeer and with archers and goblin barrel. Here we go, 3 crowners, guys. Definitely really awesome deck. Give it a go if you have not done the retro challenge already. Really easy to use, so easy to use, so easy to push, so easy to defend. So I highly recommend it. 5 wins in, and here we go. We are getting we're getting a magical chest. So we got some knights, we got some arrows and spear goblins and zap. What else are we gonna get? We got P.E.K.K.A. and Mega Minion and Skeleton Army. Okay, so we only got one card that I don't already have, and that was the P.E.K.K.A. So really, really awesome. And guys, in case you're wondering why I'm talking about this like I'm seeing this for the first time, but I am not actually playing in real time, that is because I came home from work, then went to the gym, then recorded this, took a shower, and now I'm doing the face over because I did not want you guys to see me dirty, sweaty, and after gym in the video. So you're welcome. Enjoy. All right, guys. So this is the final push here. We're going for the 6th win, and we only had 1 loss. So really, really awesome deck. Do kind of feel like I wasted the fireball there though by pushing over on the right and trying to bring down that elixir collector. Definitely was not a good decision. We're just gonna try and push over on the right and help out with that wizard and archer and Skarmy situation. And here we go. Defended from the wizard, defended from the Skarmy, but here comes the minions, and we defended, but we're not gonna get any hits in unless the goblin barrel hits in before, and it doesn't. So gobs get a bit of a damage in, but that's about it. So I'm gonna hold off until our elixir gets to the point where I want it to be. Cannon for the defense, and after cannon takes care of archers, I'm going to start with the push. We're equally a-okay on both sides. One got a bit more damage in because I fireballed the elixir collector when it was there in the beginning. Another one basically barreling damage from the goblin barrel. So we're starting the push on the left hand side. We already know what our opponent has, so now we could be more prepared for clearing out that defense. So we know that they have that Delvin has archers, he's got a knight, he's got wizard, he's got and he also has got Skarmy, so, and minions. So really, really nicely placing my defenses here to help that giant get to the tower and get at least 1 hit in, and he gets 2 hits in, and that is about it. So now we're gonna put my cannon in the middle just kind of to rescue that left tower from the Skarmy, because Skarmy can be pretty deadly, guys. Don't underestimate little skeletons. They can do so much damage. So now we have our elixir regen in. Oh my gosh, here comes the golem. And golems are really awesome decks. I watched Galadon and Chief Fat's video today, and they both were using golem decks in rotations here and there, and such a great deck, guys. But you know what is even better is when your opponent is doing a golem push and you can defend nicely with your cannon, with your musketeer, with your archers, and then while they're low in elixir, you can push with a goblin barrel, archers, and a balloon. So here we go, guys. We zapped that situation, and that tower is going down nicely. 387 HP left there. Cannon in the middle for the defense, and a musketeer over on the right hand side for defense. We're gonna take a few hits in over on the left from a wizard, but it's okay. We can finish this off with a fireball and a goblin barrel and a zap, guys. So here we go. 1 crown in, sudden death. No more. We totally got this, guys. 6 victories after just 1 loss. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are going to try out my deck. And now for the most juiciest part, guys, because I have actually not opened that that victory chest just yet. So let's go ahead and see what is in this lovely little fellas. Okay, guys, so we have the 6 victory chests to open, and we also, while playing this, were able to fill up our crown chest spots. So let's go ahead and open the crown chest first and see what is going to be in here. We got musketeers, elite Barbies, mini P.E.K.K.A, and minions. Nothing super special. Let's open the free chest, see what's in here. Also nothing super duper awesome special. But now let's go in and see what is in the victory chest. And how cute is this thing? I cannot wait to open you. Oh dear, what do I want the most? I want a legendary. Of course, I only have a log on this account, so 600 gold and 7 fire spirits. That's 15 bombers and 3 musketeers. Not 3 musketeers, but we got 3 of 1 musketeer. If you guys haven't done so already, go ahead and check it out. Super awesome. I feel like this was really easy, so give it a go. And if you need a good deck, why don't you try out the one that I just used, because as you can see, it was definitely the winner. Thanks again for watching, guys. Smack a like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will see you next time. Until then, DT is out.